Oh, welcome to this video. It's Thursday, January 11th, about 9:30 a.m. And yeah, I guess you get tired of looking at all those pictures of our big ditch out in front of the restaurant. I was pleasantly surprised this morning when I went out there and seen the base for the catch basins out there. That was a nice surprise. So what they told me in their time frame was pretty close. So I give them a thumbs up on that. Way to go. We were getting kind of worried about our drainage because it's just the pipes were basically plugged with mud, and it was just a hole where water was gathering. But some way it drained, whether it went through the ground or whatever, and just maintained a certain level. But last night we had a doozer of a rain. She really came down, cats and dogs. And I guess the pressure from that pushed open the drain, and now we're in pretty good shape. I don't know where it went, but it's gone. So we're quite happy over that. For businesses here in the Philippines, it's been almost a year now. March will be a year since we got nailed, and the hotel and restaurant industry has really taken a massive hit, as it has worldwide. And in some countries, the government gives some support, but for this country here, there was nothing, absolutely nothing. And it's very difficult because now it's time for a business permit renewal, and all businesses were expecting to be having their business permit based upon 2020 income. But the local governments will not accept that because they know that there will be next to nothing coming in. So they require everybody to pay a business permit based on 2019 income. So you can imagine now, you've gone almost a year. Most hotels are shut down. I know a couple of guys who invested a lot of money in a hotel, only and the bank's got it now. It's gone. All that money it's gone. Um, so a lot of restaurants have closed. There's so many people out of work, uh, and to have that kind of a bill come through right now, after it's really hurts. It really does. It's a massive bill, and we were expecting to only be paying half of what we actually got nailed with. So there we go. And another bill came through yesterday, and Sherry was pretty upset because we really been holding the line and cutting fat from where there was no fat. Where do you cut when there's nothing to cut? But we managed to cut into the meat. All right. No, not the fat. There's no fat there. It's just more meat. And so what happened yesterday, we got the water bill. And it happened back in June of last year. Then we noticed our water bill was very small. It was only, an eighth of what it should have been. And for the next couple, it was slow. And then come to find out, the Val Water District, that there was a problem with the meter. Well, my wife was all upset because it added an extra, uh, how much would that be? About $300 to the bill, 14,000 pesos. And, that's been the way it's been. Every time when we actually save, whatever we saved is getting eaten up by something else. We saved, the business permit took the saving. We save again, the big water bill comes in. We've cut our electric bill huge, big time. We do without a lot. A lot of the lightings don't come on anymore until customers actually come in the door. We turn the lights on. little things like that. Chillers shut down an hour early. Our where we live upstairs, our air conditioning is shut off an extra 2 hours. So but it doesn't make a difference because whatever you save gets eaten up. So we just did the books for the first week of February, and basically it's a break even. It's break even. And you know what? If you can do that right now, I think you're doing really, really good. In my books, I think we're doing good, just to break even. So it's interesting times to be in business. It's another thing too. Is no matter when you're in a society where corruption is just totally unleashed, it's just rampant in your face every day. When you're trying to conduct honest business, it's almost impossible because if you go filing your tax return, you put everything, it's all there, 100 straight, honest. It won't accept it. Oh, you're lying. You got to be hiding something. And so you ask them to do a lifestyle check. They do their own investigation, and they don't even believe their own findings. So that's the environment that is prevalent these days. They just won't accept it. Um, I just got some notes here because we keep on plugging away, doing the best that we can. Um, I talked about fat meat. We're chewing into the meat now, getting down to the bone. uh, and we've seen a lot of people without work. Think of it. We had a great big hotel here, the Marco Polo. Been here for years. That's shut down. That's gone. All those people in there. Lots of restaurants, lots of hotels. So yesterday I was standing out there, welcoming people and checking their, making sure they follow the protocol and do the QR check in, check out, and we're getting people dropping off biodatas, or resumes or applications. They call them biodatas here. And they want to interview and they want the job. I can't do it. As much as I like to hire people and make jobs, I can't do it right now. We had one of our workers. She's been here for a long time. She wasn't feeling too good. So, and her husband wasn't feeling good. And they got a couple of kids. So we thought that she was just very stressed out. So we sent her home for 2 weeks with a little support, and we were able to hire this other girl temporary status. Well, she turned out to be a good worker. What impressed me, you know what? If you get an employee that shows up to work on time here, that's a good employee. You want to hang on to that part. Just that fact alone. And she's good at others. It took her a little bit, but so we decided to keep her, and we've also now that other girl is back, and she's a little bit better now. She just dropped weight really quick, and we just wanted to make sure she was okay. So we sent her to the doctor, had checkup, and it came back all right. So we're happy that worked out, and we're happy that we're able to make a job for somebody during this crazy times. So when this happened in March, um, we had just paid the government a lot of money for what they said that we owed in back tax. No, they just won't accept it. And how do you fight that? You don't. And so they just shut you down. So it cleaned out our bank account, and then this COVID hit. Man, that was something else. That was like, I'm one of these guys. I like to have a safety net, but I just wanted to get that BIR off my back and make some sort of a settlement and get it done. And it's just the timing where it happened that wow, we got left with very little cushion. So we were able to make it through that. But one of the things we had to do was get rid of our vehicle, and so that was a big loss. We took a big hit on that. but the monthly that we were making on that, kept this place going. So, it was, again, it was a real stinger. So the only vehicle we have now is my old tricycle, and it needs a little work. I spent some time on it last Sunday. It's tough. It's like 8 years old, and I worked the tar out of this thing, but it's kept us going, and it's transportation if we need it. So when you think of it in the city, even in business, we're finding out that to have your own vehicle in the city is very expensive. So just using mass transportation, taxi cabs, tricycles, it almost it's a lot cheaper and less aggravation, especially when it comes time to renewing your vehicle registry. You do not want to go to the LTO here in this city and renew anything. It's a blasted nightmare. It's the worst. You have vehicles that are registered here 3, 4, 5 years, still don't get their plates. No plate. It's really a bad setup. So it's if we're in the city, yeah, never mind, just use the taxi cab. It's the aggravation. To get away from the aggravation is worth it alone. We notice too that people are getting very complacent. It's almost a year now. People having to wear all this stuff and washing your hands. Which is a good thing for here, because 80% of the people that come out of our bathroom do not wash their hands, and that's a fact. I can take you want to come. You can come down here any day and see that for yourself. So it's made people more aware of the real need to be washing your hands, and so there's been some overall I can see the improvement outside. I don't have the smell of people urinating on the side of my wall anymore. That's gone. And so believe it or not, there are some positives to this. But with people getting complacent now, and with this new extremely contagious variant in the Philippines, and I don't know if it's here yet. I've been hearing something about it being in Cebu. I know it's in Manila. It's 50 to 70% more contagious. The masks that you're wearing, they certainly don't cut it. You have to use special masks now. They're recommending that because it's so contagious. If that comes down here and people are complacent like they are right now, it's going to devastate this place. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to devastate it. And people just don't want to do it. We run into it's so bad right now. I had my daughter, Shauna, down there, and she's doing the protocol check for people who can come in. And these people are just getting so rude, so ignorant, that she doesn't want to do it anymore. I was talking with her yesterday, and she said, Dad, it's too much now. And so I will be the one going down there from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. That's what it's come down to now. And it's a sad thing, because it's only a young girl, and you get these older people that should know better. It's a sad reflection on society. But I'm grateful she stuck it out this long. And we try to make light of it at the end of the day when we sit down as a family and have our meal. We try to, just laugh it off and keep things positive. But, so it's a little bit too much for her, so I'll take that over now. So yeah, that's the latest going on. It looks good for outside. At least we're moving forward. We managed with trimming some meat. Again, no fat, to put a little bit of a safety net away that if something does happen, we can stay afloat for at least 2 months. That's where it's at right now. That's still too tight. I always like to have a 6-month to an 8-month cushion, but that's not going to happen. So right now. So anyway, that's the update. It's a change from seeing the dirt and the mud in the open ditch. Oh, I don't know. But as always, be kind to one another. Have consideration for one another. We still got a long ways to go to try and beat this. The vaccines are not out there yet. We have nothing in this country yet, nothing. And I don't expect it for a long time. Our saving grace in this place here is the ventilation. We have 18-inch wall fans, all right, that are going full blast, and the air is moving around. So if anybody comes in and they're asymptomatic, fine, you can have your mask, you can have your shield, but when you're sitting down, you're going to eat, and you're breathing out, you got a cloud, all right? It's a cloud, it's small. And so if you're anywhere there and you breathe that cloud, that heavy viral load, you're going to get nailed. It's going to lay you out. But because we have the ventilation, it's dissipated. So even if you breathe, it's just going to be a little bit, and your body can handle that. All right, hopefully. So far it's been very good. We're as a family, we're heavy duty on the vitamin D. We follow the protocol. We're very strict, and so far, thank you very much. It's been okay. We're very close. COVID testing center is just a stone throw away. We see the vans go by with the guys with the full suits on, and people in there, and it's not a pretty picture. We call it the COVID Express, but it's no joke. These people are going. It may be a one-way trip. So, and we try to tell people that too, but it doesn't make any difference. They just don't want to hear it anymore. They're tired of it. Well, we are too. But life is valuable, and my family is valuable. So I'm gonna continue to be strict. And I've already told people, like, you're not. I need the business, but I don't need that. I don't need your attitude. I don't need the garbage that comes with it. I'll do without it. I'll cut a little bit more meat off the bone before I have to allow that in. It's not worth it to let one person in and take that risk. It's not worth it. Life is too valuable. So anyway, that's it. I've talked too much already. So again, take care, folks, and just stick with the protocol for a little bit longer. I think it's going to be the rest of the year, and then maybe things will improve. We'll have to see what happens. As long as there's no new Herculean variants pop their head up. Anyway, take care.